I'm going to point out the flaws in the fully off-grid Utah mega mansion video, so if you design, build, or buy your mansion, you won't make the same mistakes. Let's watch it together. Here's the first flaw. Can you spot it? Pay attention how the structures are sitting on the lot. I'm going to come back to it.
Welcome to Woodland, Utah. Today we're checking out the stunning estate.
Okay, I don't think it's an estate. To me, when I hear the word estate, I envision a more majestic property, not a winter cabin or a ranch, okay? Both great. It just different categories I would put them.
The house features 6 bedrooms, 6 full baths, 1 half bath, 12,377 square feet of interior space, built on a 49.11 acre lot, and it is currently on the market for $25.9 million.
Okay, it hasn't sold. It's been 2 years since he's filmed this. It's now listed for $18 million, and by the end of this video, you will know exactly why it hasn't sold. Look, he normally brings Bugattis and Ferraris. Now he's brought a helicopter to distract us. Dude, you're setting the bar high like this is, you know, Yellowstone, John Dalton's ranch.
We have all these mountains, valleys, beautiful green landscaping. It's lush, it's peaceful, it's quiet up here. And we have this private driveway bringing us from the gates all the way to the main estate.
Did you see that private driveway? It set up the anticipation, it set up the approach, but they didn't go all out. They missed a few things. If you're gonna set the bar high like Yellowstone, you know, Dalton Ranch, where is the gate? Like, it's so cheap to set up a wood frame and give it all that country vibe. And then at some stretch of the private driveway, you gotta do tree line. Why? Because it covers it, it frames it, and then at the end, when the driveway turns, the property reveals itself. It just makes it even a little bit more magical. And then you forgot the H for the helipad.
Asphalt driveway eventually transitions into this paved driveway that goes to your motor court. On the left-hand side, it goes underneath the home where we have the lower level garage.
Wait a minute, 49 acres and we have lower level garage? Why not on the same level? You have all this land, right? You want to have a basement, but why does the garage have to be lower level?
But before I talk about the main estate...
Oh, before he tries to distract us over here, did you spot the flaw? All that anticipation, all that frontage, and then you're greeted by that ugly looking whatever guest house it is he's put over there. You should be looking at the main house. You ruined the approach. And why am I looking at the solar panels and the power station over there? The whole point of the private driveway is to set it up so when you reveal it, it would be magical.
On our right-hand side, we have a helicopter pad. If you own a property like this, there's a good chance you might have your own private jet or even your own private helicopter. And that's why having a helipad like this comes...
Look at this. All this flat area over here. Why the hell is the property all the way back there? Did you notice that?
Next to that, we have the solar arrays, which consists of 8 massive solar panels.
Okay, I'm all for solar panels, but they shouldn't be in front of the house.
Again, we have the driveway going down to the lower level garage. And on our right-hand side, we have the detached guest home.
Why does this guest house look like this? Why is the terrace so unproportionally big compared to the guest house itself? It looks like it's got its tongue sticking out like a Rolling Stone logo. If you're going to put a terrace, why are you putting the terrace on the motor court side? No one wants to look at the motor court. You are in the middle of one of the most beautiful places in Utah. And you've put the terrace so we can look at the house? People want to look at the nature. It should be on the other side.
You have an oversized deck on the second floor where you can really enjoy these views. And we have 2 garage doors on this side and 2 garage doors on the back. And this garage door right here opens up to your water filtration.
I love the water filtration, but why is it in the garage? Shouldn't this be in the basement? Shouldn't this have its own location? So your guest house is also your utility building?
Let's come back to the motor court so we can focus on the main estate. Beautiful modern cabin home. It was newly constructed, and the section on the right hand side was actually the original cabin that was situated on this property. The developer here remodeled that entire cabin, and they built this extension, which is the center part and the left hand side, following the design guidelines of the original cabin, which is super cool.
Super cool? What a stupid mistake. Why the hell would you base a decision to build a proper cabin lodge ranch on a 49-acre property on a tiny little piece of property in that corner. That causes all these problems. That's why you end up building the main house at the edge of the flat area where the property barely has any backyard, where you could have built the main house way closer to where the front of the property was. You would have had an amazing backyard that would open up to the flat area. They just jumped into it. They're like, well, okay, we have a structure over here. Let's just attach a couple other structures to it and go with it. Horrible mistake. Horrible, horrible mistake.
And we have the glass front door here. Let's go inside. Here we are at the entry. Glass pivot door welcomes you into this amazing space.
Okay, wow factor is there. Opens up really nicely. I like the fact that they've used natural stone on the exterior. I really like the ceiling height, but I don't like how narrow it is. This is very narrow for the ceiling heights. The ratio is off to me. And I don't like the fact that they don't have central air. What the hell is going on? We have these, portable units.
I love these exposed beams and roof rafters, really tying that cabin feel. And on the floors, we have white oak hardwood floors installed in this herringbone pattern that looks great. And off of the entry, we have seating sections on each side. And right in the center of this room, we have the dining area.
Okay, the fact that you have to put the dining room in your foyer tells me that you didn't really plan for a proper dining room of its own. It's a little strange. I mean, I've seen it done in a lot of houses, but it's normally when you don't have space. When you have 49 acres and you didn't give a designated dining room, is a major flaw for me.
All right, let's continue. We have the family room right in front of us.
Okay, a few things to notice right away. I like the color palette. I think it's beautifully matched leather with the stacked stone and the wood, and also the beautiful scenery on the outside. I just wish we would have seen a huge, beautiful rolling lawn that is backed up by the mountain and the trees, and we don't have that. And then this room is way too narrow for me. You should be able to have at least couple seating setup or even a table arrangement behind the couch and a hallway to be able to walk through it. That would have made the width to height ratio for this room a lot more natural looking and more luxurious.
Of course, you have your stone fireplace here that goes all the way to the ceiling. You have your mounted TV here and walls of glass.
Do you notice how the backyard ends right here? There's you have 5-10 feet of backyard and you had 49 acres of land. And when it comes to the back of your living space, it just drops.
And coming here, we have this opening taking us to the first part of the kitchen.
Look at this. Do you know why the ceiling is so low? Because you have to match the old structure that's going to have a very low ceiling to the new structure. And at some point, you need to give the elevation drop, right? And this is the corridor, which they've turned it into the kitchen. So the hallway is the kitchen to get to the other older building. Do you see how a small decision in the beginning of the project could completely force so many other decisions that would cause a lot of different problems?
We have the first island here, a little bit raised with the leg design, which makes the space feel a little bit more open. I like the countertops. This is actually dolomite stone, which is between a marble and a quartzite countertop. Looks great.
I've always been impressed by how Ennis knows the name of all finishes. He even knows if two different type of stones had a baby, what would be the name of their baby? It's crazy.
Great space. Almost serves as your first dining area because you have the bar seating. And continuing this way, we have the main section of the kitchen.
It does look really weird that you have two islands back to back in a kind of a train wagon setup. Spacing between the island and the walls is very generous. It's very comfortable. But again, ceiling drops is so significant and obvious from the other space we were in. It just looks really weird to me.
And coming this way, we have this section that was built out of brick. That's also lime washed.
I like this setup. Again, they've done a few little things to bring that character and energy to it. I like the stone they've used. I like the fixtures they've had over here. I like the stove. It's definitely that cozy winter cabin kitchen. I just think the setting is really ridiculous that the whole kitchen is in a hallway.
That's it for this section of the kitchen. Coming here, we have the informal dining area. Super cozy. Table in the center.
This really saves the kitchen for me. It actually makes the kitchen somewhat acceptable. This little nook, this little, cute little moment, it just makes it, an interesting place to hang out in.
All the wood that was used to build these exterior walls and the structure was sourced out of the canyons and mountains around us. They basically stacked these logs on top of each other, used massive screws to join them, and they also used the sealant to cover the gaps in between, and that's how you accomplish a waterproof wall. Maintained well, these walls and this structure will last forever.
Yeah, that's how you make a wood log cabin. But what's ridiculous is painting the wood brown. It's like being a subscriber to the channel and then subscribing again. You unsubscribe. Why would you paint a beautiful natural color wood brown? It doesn't make any sense.
And coming here, we are actually in the living room area of the main cabin that was originally here. They restored it beautifully and blended with the new home, and you have a nice seating area.
What a wasted space. What the hell is this? A club seating over here? This was a complete missed opportunity. They should have made this a very, very cozy with a fireplace, maybe a library. They should have gone in with a darker color, really given that, you know, John Dutton, Yellowstone vibe to it. No one's going to hang out here. This looks like a reception area. If you don't give functionality to each room, people won't spend any time over here.
The railings, the columns, the beams, skylights above. This is such a cool space. And on our right hand side, we have the French doors opening up to the backyard.
They didn't show you how the lawn stops right there. I like the decking. You need to have that in a, you know, winter location, but you should have been backed up by a beautiful, massive lawn, right? And they just didn't do that.
Let's start with the bedroom on our left hand side. Super cozy.
Super cozy means really, really small.
Walls exposed, which gives you this, again, rustic cabin feel.
Painting the logs brown, it's giving a very fake rustic cabin vibe when it could have had a real rustic cabin vibe if you didn't paint it.
We have a lot of split AC units throughout this property because when you build your exterior walls out of logs, you actually don't have any space or attic space to run AC lines or AC ducts. That's why split units comes really handy.
BS, you could bring it through the floor, and they didn't do that. There's always a way to bring AC in. It's just how much money you're willing to spend. And he's toured enough properties to know that you could easily bring AC through the floor and make sure you have central air everywhere.
Since it's such a big estate, it's really nice that you can control the temperature however you like in each one of the rooms.
With central AC, you can totally do that. You just have multiple AC units, so you can switch on and off and control each room. And this is so important for a winter cabin, right? It's going to get cold and you want to be able to control each room. And these AC units are just ugly. It's not a caliber of a $27 million property or even an $18 million property that they're asking right now.
We have a full-size bathroom here, shared by these two bedrooms that we're about to tour. We toured the first one, and it's just a gorgeous bathroom.
They've done a good job with some of the finishes. They've got the rustic and new marble and the wood right. Like the kitchen and some of the bathrooms, they've done a really good job.
All these details and finishes, your tub filler, all these cozy small windows facing the front.
Facing the motor court is nothing to brag about here.
All right, this door opens up to the second bedroom.
Another tiny bed. This is, again, super, super small bedroom so far.
Let's continue. This used to be the primary bedroom suite for the old cabin. Super, super cozy. I love how close we are to the roof line and these beams. We have the king size bed here. And continuing our tour, this is the walk-in closet. And we have this barn door opening up to the bathroom. Reclaimed wood cabinetry, looks so authentic and charming.
That's not authentic and charming. Why did they start using brass and gold color? They were doing really well with the other material. This gold and brass finishes are not the type of finishes you would expect in a winter cabin.
Now, coming here, we have the hallway taking us to the mudroom and the laundry room. We have a door opening up to the outside. That way you have an easy access from your motor court. Built-in cabinetry.
Okay, mudrooms totally necessary for a winter cabin. In a winter time, muddy, snowy, you need a place to come, take off your shoes, clean up before you enter the property. Good choice.
On the other side, we have the laundry room, 2 washers, 2 dryers, ton of cabinetry. And this room also works as your pantry space because we have a built-in fridge and freezer here, all this cabinetry.
Wait a minute, you're a mile away from the kitchen. Why is your pantry over here by the mudroom and the laundry? This is so wrong. Guess they ran out of space in the kitchen because it was too narrow and He started putting stuff over here. Bad move.
We have the last door opening up to the primary bedroom suite. As we walk into the space, I'm just blown away by the ceiling heights, exposed beams and columns, and you have your king-size bed here. Kind of an open concept primary bedroom suite, beautiful hardwood floors. You have sliding glass doors opening up to the backyard, accordion doors on this side opening up to the side of the property, and we're actually located right above the garage.
Perfect. Your primary bedroom is right above the garage. So if anyone uses the cars to go out, you're going to hear that garage door opening and closing. Perfect.
This wallpaper on the back is actually wood veneer, which is really unique. I don't think we've ever seen this detail before.
Do you know what that is? Did you notice this wall they've put over here halfway to separate the primary bedroom? That tells me that they did not plan the primary bedroom properly in advance. They first decided to create symmetry between the old cabin on one side and another structure on this side. And then they're like, wait a minute, where are we going to put the primary bedroom? Oh, we're going to put it here. But then this is going to look so weird because the ceiling is so high. And then where are we going to put the bathroom? You know what? We will put like a partition wall, like a freaking office building. Horrible planning. It just is such a major flaw.
And your bathroom starts right here. Copper freestanding tub facing the views. On our right hand side, we have the walk-in shower, marble clad all around. You have marble mosaic tiles on the floors as well as the ceiling.
That's weird. Why would you have mosaic tiles on the ceiling? That's so weird. I like their marble though. That's like a type of marble that would not age. Like it would stay relevant for a very long time because it's very, very simple.
And look at all the fixtures. Mikey, can we get a close up? This bathroom, this walk-in shower is absolutely gorgeous. Your handheld, your shower head, your rain head, your body sprays, steam detail.
I don't like this nickel or brass tone. For a winter cabin, you want to go darker tones on the fixtures. It just fits way better. This, again, I feel like it's a flip in the suburbs.
On the other side, we have the double vanity, copper sinks, again, waterworks, faucets, and you have your polished chrome mirrors, wall sconces, marble back wall, inset cabinetry. It's a nice open bathroom design.
I like the copper sink. I like the marble. I like the cabinetry. I don't like the nickel.
And on the back, we have the walk-in closet. It's definitely good size.
It's not a good size. That's really small. That's a very small walk-in closet. It's only one-sided.
If you want to add more space, you can definitely utilize the second floor loft. In fact, let's go check that out next.
So you're telling me, you know, while you have to go upstairs to get ready, like out of a blue. They did not think that out. I don't think they originally thought this whole wing is going to turn into a primary bedroom. They've made that decision later, and then they had to do a lot of fixes to, you know, fix the situation.
I want to take everybody to the side yard. They're currently working on the fire pit. Coming here, more outdoor seating. We actually have a utility area where they ran the lines and water lines for a possible or future hot tub here. So you have it. All you have to do is just put your hot tub and you're ready to go.
Wait a minute. Where's the swimming pool? See, I don't buy this excuse that if you live in Utah or Montana or anywhere in a cold climate, you shouldn't put a swimming pool outside. If you even get a month or 2 months of good weather, which Utah does, you should have an outdoor swimming pool. You can put automatic cover. There's no excuses. Stop. Don't make an excuse. If you want that big property, you need to have an outdoor swimming pool, a very good one, regardless of how cold in the winter it gets.
You even have a built-in trampoline, and this is your side yard. And I want to talk about one more thing. This property consists of 5 different lots, which totals up to 49.11 acres, and that's a lot.
Look at this beautiful lot. They've ruined it. There's so much flat area. They could have done so many different setups. Choosing the site's location, the orientation of the site, the dimensions of it, how it responds to the approach, the sun, the backyard. It's like one of the most important decisions that you need to make that would force your hand all the way through construction, all the way through finishes, all the way through actually living there or selling the property. And they've just butched it. They've decided to put it all the way at the end. Like, I just don't get it.
Now, I want to take everybody back inside so we can check out the lower level. We are at the lower floor landing. Beautiful flagstone floors, This door opens up to the 3-car garage that's located on the lower level. We have a nice seating area underneath the staircase. And this opening takes us to the screening room on the left-hand side and your indoor hot tub on the right-hand side. It has an electric cover as well. That way you can retain the heat here very easily. You have wood look tile on the back. And on the other side, you have your screening room.
This is so strange. You're like watching a movie. You're like, you know what? I just need to get in the hot tub right now. You just go out, jump in, and then come back, watch a movie. It's really nice. I have to say, it feels cozy and it feels cool, but it's a really weird place to put it, like right next to each other.
In the screening room, you have oak paneling all around. These leather recliner chairs with the stitching looks so retro, so timeless.
I really actually like this setup. It looks really cool, very comfy. This is probably the most inviting, coolest place in the house so far.
Pretty awesome spot, and gets better. Mikey, I know you know this, so let's show it to everyone.
We love a good secret room.
That's right, come on in. This house has a secret safe room. It has this super cool Fort Knox vault door that opens up. It's not like the ones that we've seen on other homes where they're small. This one's actually really spacious, ton of cabinetry. You have a TV, split air conditioning unit, and around the corner has a half bathroom with a vanity. Pretty awesome. It even has a fridge. I mean, everything you need.
This was pretty cool. Like, I wasn't expecting that at all. And the fact that it has a safe room. I mean, again, I don't know who's coming after you in the middle of nowhere, Utah. But cool feature, you know, cool party trick to have.
Now, let's come here. We have a full bathroom here. Think about this bathroom as your spa bathroom. Open walk-in shower with 3 shower heads.
Why would 3 people want to take a shower next to each other? This is so strange. You can put a 3 shower head for like the primary, right?
And now, I want to take everybody to the bedroom on our left-hand side. Super spacious room, queen bed, wallpaper, carpet on the floors. Definitely a very, very cozy room. Comes with a fireplace.
That's not a bedroom. It doesn't have a window. This is like a storage room they've turned into a bedroom. That doesn't count. You need to have a window to the outside, or at least the light well.
Now, the second bedroom is even better in my opinion. Starts here. This is the bunk room.
This is really cool, but it's so sad. For a $26 million or $18 million property, 49 acres, for the basement bunk room to be the best room in the house, it's really, really sad.
I want to take everybody back to the hallway so we can go check out the laundry room. It starts right here. Stacked washer and dryer, cabinetry. We have a few utility closets here behind these doors. But more importantly, we have this door opening up to this crazy long tunnel that takes us all the way to the detached guest home.
This was such a missed opportunity. This whole concept would have played out so much cooler if you would have built the main house all the way where this guest house is, and you would have had this vault hidden tunnel going to the old cabin. So you could be in the main house enjoying it. It's winter, it's snowing, and you don't want to go outside. And you open it up, you take them through the tunnel, and you pop out into the guest house, which maybe you've turned into like a game room or something fun and exciting. Missed opportunity.
We have the staircase taking us to floor above where you can see the control panels for the solar arrays.
That's a buzzkill. Coming out of your tunnel, no one wants to see the freaking control panel. You should have had a grand entrance to one of the cool rooms. Again, they just don't even know how to do secret passages the right way.
We have this small hallway. Door on our right hand side opens up to the exterior, and that's the main door for the detached guest home. This door opens up to the garage down below.
So the guest house, the first floor is just the garage and like the water sewage system. Shouldn't the whole section for the water filtration, batteries, control panel, all that stuff be a separate building hidden somewhere? The guests don't want to deal with that stuff. They don't want to see it. Why wouldn't you have the separation?
And we have the staircase behind me taking us to the second floor of the guest home. Awesome open space, perfect for entertainment. We have the billiards table here, bar seating on this side, French doors opening up to the front-facing deck. You can easily convert this space into a few bedrooms and make it a proper guest home rather than this entertainment space.
So the guest house is not even a guest house. It's an entertainment center. Why? Because your main house, which is not the freaking main house because there's really 3 structures that are attached to each other, didn't have a proper entertainment center above ground. So your guest house had to convert itself into an entertainment house. This is exactly why I do consulting. But if you want to see a Utah mansion that is even worse than this, click on this video right here. See you guys in the comments.